maybe $5, but maybe $15 or $20 in.
Pay for every single election that you miss.
Okay, so you would have to pay in order to vote. Do you remember what that was called if you had to pay for all the ones you missed? Because it's true, but what was it called? 5. Cumulative. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cumulative poll tax said if you didn't vote in 5 elections, they would make you pay all 5 of those poll taxes, and then you would have to pay the poll tax for the election that you were getting ready to vote in. And all of this was legal because they're not denying you on account of race, color, previous condition, servitude, because they denied poor freedmen, they denied poor whites as well. This was based on your ability or your inability to pay a poll tax. There was one other thing with the poll tax. It was cumulative. You had to pay it. You had to make sure you paid it by a certain date, but there was something else.
You had to show them your receipt of payment.
You had to show the receipt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you remember, I asked y'all, do you still have the receipt from something that you bought yesterday? And I get these blank looks. No, I don't even get the receipt anymore. Well, the idea is, even if you paid it, if you couldn't prove that you paid it, then they weren't going to let you vote. So again, they were going to deny you even if you paid it. They were going to deny you if you didn't have the receipt. They were going to deny you if you missed the deadline to pay it. They were going to deny you if you were ready to pay for this election, but you hadn't paid in the 4 or 5 previous elections leading up to this. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 53. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 41, 7. Pick me a category. And there's another tick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm going to probably erase that when you get it wrong, so I just want to keep the 40 there. Pick me a category.
Presidency 5.
I'm sorry?
Presidency for 5.
Presidency for 5. Pictionary. Who's going to draw?
By the way, it's inching on 2 minutes. There's only 6 minutes left in the.
When it stops, it
Okay.
stops.
Okay.
Who's going to draw? I need somebody from your group. Could you erase that right quick?
I feel like Nixon in the 1960 election.
Okay. Oh, that's wrong. That's right.
I should get a point for that.
Anyway, what I need you to draw is that. Got it? Turn on the light, could you? I need you to draw that.
These are
Got it?
phones.
Okay, we'll start it on the 11. Bemnit, go ahead. This is a 5-pointer, so this is a big one. Oh my God.
Can we get a point for the marker not working?
Works for me.
I can't see, I'm blind. I don't get it.
This is the moon landing.
Oh, is this space race? I don't know.
Something from the presidency chapter, something that we talked about in class.
What?
25 seconds.
Oh, is it Nixon and Kennedy? Was that TV?
Makeup, the makeup.
Wait, your group has control.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is it?
Is it Nixon and the makeup from the TV?
Yeah, it's makeup.
debate?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
nothing like makeup.
What's
It's
that?
like an art pile.
It looks like a rocket ship.
Yeah.
What's below him?
It looks like the
1,
moon
2, 3,
landing.
4, 5. I'm sorry, y'all are all in the same group. Tell me the significance of makeup from the 1960 presidential
Are you
election.
kidding?
Well, since he didn't wear it, he looked like
Who?
Nixon.
Tell me the story.
In the 1960 election between Kennedy and Nixon, it was the first televised presidential debate.
1960 was the first televised presidential debate. Go ahead.
And so, like we were talking about, Kennedy was nice and tan from his trip to California campaigning, and Nixon was like sick and recovering, so he was pale, sweaty, and like, you know, extra pale and sweaty against the like black.
So how does makeup relate to this?
So since he didn't wear it because of his homophobic whatever, he still looked pale and lost, I guess.
Visually, he
Yeah.
didn't present well. And this goes back to the suit, it goes back to the background, it goes back to the makeup, and it goes back to his eye contact or the lack thereof. Make sure that you're comfortable with this, because these were the factors that really decided the election much, much more than the ideas did.
I
Go
have
ahead,
a
click
puzzle.
it. Yeah.
So how do you know for a fact he was homophobic?
That may be, but I'm not going to
So
test you
erase
on
the
that.
point.
Go ahead, click it, please. We got to keep going because we're running out of time. Tara's doing everything she can to keep us here longer than 3:15. Pick me a category. You have a big lead.
Civil rights 5.
Wow, y'all are rolling with it now. List all you can. Click it. Voting rights test. Okay, we've already done that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure that it turns colors. Pick me another one.
Civil rights 4.
Civil rights 4. Pictionary. I need somebody to draw. Could you erase that again, please? This is what I need you to draw. Got it?
No, you got it. You're. I'm-
Why that?
Gotta draw that. Starting on the 12. Go.
Oh my god.
It's about to run out of storage.
It'll stop when it stops.
Okay.
Yeah. It doesn't exactly add up the way it says.
Okay.
Remember, no words,
Wait, what is it?
no letters. From the Civil Rights chapter.
That's chapter 5.
And y'all have control.
I'm not worried about fear.
You should be worried about me. Oh, is it the horse?
Yeah.
The article about the horse?
It is the horse. What's the significance of the horse?
They were trying to give it. It was.
What's the horse's name?
I know.
5, 4, 3,
Actually, forgot.
2,
They were
1. What's the horse's name?
I said justice. Hello?
Oh,
I
it's
already
justice.
gave him control.
It's justice.
It is justice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's the significance of the horse? Your group's got it.
Okay, the significance of the horse is because I talk about this a lot. Because the owner,
You gotta come get close.
the owner left it and didn't take care of it, so its genitalia froze.
Frostbitten genitals.
It had like fleas and stuff on it.
Lice.
So it overpicked its skin and stuff, so it didn't have any fur. And then it was like so underweight.
Hundreds of pounds underweight.
Yeah. So then the neighbor came over. I'm sorry, what?
Go ahead, keep going.
The neighbor called the police on the owner, and she got sued. And they were trying to give $100,000 to not technically the horse, but to whomever would take care
That's
of
a
the
really
horse.
good point. 1, 2, 3, 4. Basically what they wanted to do is they wanted justice to go to court and justice to get a $100 judgment so that whoever would take ownership of justice would have the money to be able to pay for justice's medical bills. What happened when they went to court?
When they went to court, it was like the judges said no. They're
Why?
not giving it. Because they said this BS about how it'll open all these other windows and stuff.
Like
to,
what kind of other cases?
Like the
5.
the Navy using solar. What is it? What is it? Solar.
Is it solar with the Navy, y'all?
No, it's the U.S. Navy. I mean, monkey.
5.
Sonar.
There's a lawsuit over a monkey's picture being taken.
Yeah.
Monkeys copyright. Yeah, that's one. What about the sonar?
sonar. The sonar with the
1, 2, 3, 4. Sonar and the Navy with the mammals.
Yeah.
Any others?
SeaWorld.
With
the
captivity
killer
and
whales.
slavery. Yeah. The idea is, and ultimately, why did they say that the horse, I mean, there was another piece to it. Go ahead. The horse was property.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it was. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go ahead, click it. Pick me a category, your group. Now I think you're just about in 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 48.
Do more.
Pick, we gotta go.
Okay. Civil rights 1.
Civil rights, a big spender. Wow. Big spender. Civil, what is, okay, touch the house again, quickly. Let's get the answer off the board. First hand I see, what is civil rights?
What is it? What's the question?
Go ahead, click 1 again, and just one time. What is civil rights? Okay, take the answer off the board again. Okay, for the second time, okay, click 1 point. Okay. All right. Minus bonus. No, leave it.
I know this one.
What are the banned words from the civil
Midget.
rights chapter?
Oh.
What are the banned words?
banned
Go
words.
ahead.
Dinosaur?
Dinosaur. Who banned the words? New York what? You're right. New York what?
the Scantron kind of tests.
New York standardized tests. 1, 2, New York. 1, 2, dinosaur. What other words were
Birthday.
Birthdays. Tell me more.
Dancing.
Dancing. Anything else? 5, 4, 3.
Halloween.
Halloween. There's one more.
Christmas.
3. -2. Who's got the other word? Who's got the other word?
One more, one more.
One more. Go ahead.
Halloween.
Halloween. Yeah.
She
it was.
said Halloween.
You said Christmas.
No, she said Halloween. Everyone gave us points.
Yeah.
first thing
You
you
did.
said.
She did? Okay, if you say so, I'll give it to you. I'll give you those two back. But I gotta give y'all those two.
One more.
Y'all gave me the last correct answer. Click it.
No, she didn't. She gave it.
Well, no, she gave it after you
Yeah,
gave it.
she
But you
just
got the
did.
points.
Jump
Click, just touch the house. Pick me a category because you're in last place.
The Congress for 5.
Okay. Reasons for high incumbency.
The hell is that?
We did not go.
We did.
We did.
Go ahead.
Gerrymandering,
Go ahead. What is gerrymandering? Explain.
where they redistrict their voters to give themselves the advantage.
Wow! Barack was the one that said it shouldn't be, election should be about the voters being able to pick their politicians and not the politicians being able to pick the people who were going to vote for them. Gerrymandering is one. Eddie Murphy was what?
Eddie Murphy.
I showed y'all a clip of Eddie Murphy. One clip.
No.
Okay, we'll stick with gerrymandering. Pick me the next category. Touch the house. Go ahead, pick me a category.
Articles. Oh.
Articles 5. Click it. NBA dress code. You guys have it first. You've got it second. Y'all have it now, though. 5,
So the
4,
okay, so the dress code is
3.
The NBA wanted to make players more presentable by like wearing suits. They wanted to ban certain articles of clothing.
They did actually. Now, was it just? Let's see. Y'all are Big D's group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Were they just required to wear suits?
No, they banned do-rags.
What was the
chains.
actual? What were they supposed to wear? I mean, was it just suits or was it?
business.
Business
Business.
attire.
Business.
No, business.
Professional.
5, 4. Business 3.
casual.
Business casual. It was supposed to be business casual. Now tell me what they banned.
The chains, like big
Big
gaudy
chains that weigh
chains.
more than a baby.
Yeah.
Chains, gaudy chains with pendants the approximate size and weight of a small child. Tell me more.
Hats cocked to the side.
Hats cocked to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oversized,
5.
oversized shirts and jeans.
Baggy shirts, baggy clothes. Anything else? 4.
Yeah, do-rag.
Do-rag. I don't know if I gave you points for that.
Yeah, but we said it.
Yeah, I don't know if I gave them points for that because I was yelling at them about the business casual. Anything else? 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. Wife beater tees. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go ahead.
But they did argue that these were targeted towards African American people rather than anyone else.
That's exactly what they did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They actually had suggested that this was very discriminatory because they said they were kind of targeting gangsta look, which would be traditionally worn by many of the African American players in the NBA. And the NBA is almost, 75, 80, 85% African American. How did this resolve? Y'all still have this? 5. Y'all have it. 4.
It was overturned.
3,
It stands. It
2,
stands. It stands.
1.
-5. Y'all have it. How did this get resolved? They're already out. Yeah, they've already answered and they're out.
NBA, they kept it. Yeah, they kept it. And
How did it resolve though? Because the players are happy now. What happened? 5.
I know.
4.
sponsorship.
What about it?
Yeah, designers would for suits and whatever would give them sponsorships to wear their stuff. So they got money for it.
They did. They got paid and they got clothes out of it. Because if you remember, Marcus Camby was somebody that said, hey, I make $8 million a year, but I need a clothing allowance for this. And that didn't go over very well with a lot of people. 48, 50, 55, 63. Click it. Pick me a category. You're in last place.
You didn't have our points.
Yeah,
Yeah,
get
you
it.
did.
Article for 4.
Articles for 4. I need another drawer. This is a big deal. Come on up.
Remember when Jason said not to worry about
Good job.
and now we're beating him?
I need you to draw that. Okay? Got it?
I think I need to start on the next one.
How do you know?
Because I hit 15 twice.
You know, just it'll
Just
tell you when
keep-
it's time to
alright,
stop. Yeah,
alright.
don't worry.
Pizza.
This is from the articles. 20 seconds in. That's not bad. Remember, your group's got it.
Don't give my
I knew it.
Oh, I know. Isn't that with the watermelon and
The miscellaneous political correctness.
It is the watermelon. Tell me the significance of watermelon. Pitch it over to me. Mark. What's the significance? And that was for 4, right?
No, oh,
Thank
that's
you.
your. What are you
Oh.
doing?
No, you have to. You can't. You just.
Dude.
Oh my god.
fried chicken too?
Tell me the significance.
It's
What
stereotypical against black people.
was the state? 5. What was the state that dealt with this? 4.
There's that.
I'm giving you a lot of time because I really want you to go with this. 3. You can look at all of your notes. 2. Oh my God, the greatest choke in the history of Jeopardy. 1. Natalia, Natalia, who's got it next? Go. Delaware. Delaware was the state. 1, 2, 3, 4. What did Delaware do?
Their Department of Transportation made a list of things not to say at work about different groups.
And what kinds of things were these in addition to watermelon? You couldn't say Al for an African American coworker watermelon. What else?
Couldn't ask like in Asian like where the nearest restaurants are or something.
Couldn't ask if they knew a good Chinese restaurant. What was that, Big D?
I said fried chicken.
Who?
To black people.
You could not offer fried chicken to somebody. Go ahead, Remnant.
You can't like ask Mexican
This is
people,
rigged.
Hispanic people.
I'm sorry, a little bit louder.
You can't ask Hispanic people to do your laundry.
You cannot ask Hispanic folks if they can help you with your landscaping.
You can ask gay people if they've sought help.
If they've sought help or if their family knew. And go further with this because this is political correctness. Go back and look at those links because there was Seinfeld with the Native Americans, Tiger Woods with the fried chicken and the collard greens. There was Joe Biden with clean and articulate. You remember those things? Make sure that you're comfortable with these and be able to tell me why it's not good to say them. Click it for me. We're just about out of time. Yes.
An Asian guy, if he's a new IT man.
That actually is true.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's actually true. 2, 3, 4. Pick me a category. You gave me the last correct answer. 50, 55, 60, 65, 62, 52. You have a 10-point lead for second place, and we're almost out of time.
I'll go with 3.
No.
3 for what?
Presidency.
Presidency.
Presidency 1.
No, 4.
Oh my god.
Presidential term limits. First hand I see.
It
I
was
do think it
ours.
was you. Yeah, I
It was
do.
ours. So the first one is 4, the second one is 8. So they can only be president for 8 years.
They cannot serve what?
That's
Okay.
correct.
The first one is 4 and the
Yes,
second one
okay,
is
listen,
8?
listen. When they get elected at first, right, they get to serve 4
4
years.
years.
And then if they get elected again,
That's
they can
5
serve
points
another
already.
4 years.
So it adds up to 8. Now that makes better sense than what you said before. What amendment is this? 5? 4?
That was 4, not 2. No, presidency 4.
No, it was president for 1. That's what that was. So there were 2 answers. What is the amendment? 4.
20.
It's not the 25th. Go!
22nd.
22nd Amendment. Here's your chance. Actually, there's something else that the 22nd Amendment says too, right? It's not just about 2 terms.
Yeah, president can't be elected more than twice.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go, Bemnit.
If they were the vice president and the president died, they can finish serving the.
-1. That's the 25th Amendment. Click it. You can serve up to 2 terms and up to half of a term.
Oh my god.
Yeah, up to half of the term to which somebody else. So you can't actually serve longer than 10 years as president. That was the other piece on this that we went over just the other day. Touch the house. Pick me a category. This is your last
It
chance.
was ours.
They gave the last correct answer. Aaron Diaz, 22nd Amendment. Gotta go, gotta go.
What's the middle one?
It's nothing.
Nothing.
Everything
that
other
for
than the
4
middle one.
points.
What's that?
the Congress for 4 points.
Congress for 4.
They should do nothing for 4.
Click it. Gerrymandering. You have it first, they have it next.
Gerrymandering, there's 2 types. The regular gerrymandering is redrawing district lines to favor a specific party. This is
1, 2, 3, 4.
This is done by state legislators.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It's politicians choosing who votes for them. Now, racial gender gerrymandering is redrawing district lines based on race.
Give me an example.
North Carolina's I-85 district.
Yeah, that actually is a really good example. North Carolina's I-85 district, they created a majority of minority voters in there because they actually wanted to elect black representation to Congress. They did elect black representation to Congress, but the idea is whether you draw districts to kind of keep people out based on their race or to include them based on their race, it is going to be equally discriminatory, and they struck it down in both directions. Anything else?
Yeah, gerrymandering is done online, like on the computer. Like, people don't do it by hand. It's done by, like, a computer program.
Look at the article dealing with rigging elections, and I'll make sure that I put this on there because Jason was very much excited about the rigging elections article the other day. Make sure that you take a good look at that. Yes?
It's not illegal unless you get caught.
You know, that's actually a really good point too. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not illegal unless you get caught. It's not illegal unless it really looks like it.
No, stop. Let me say the answer so I can give her points. Sorry.
It was still our turn.
Come closer. You need to zoom in on this.
Professor,
I
it's still our turn.
drew a diagram, so if it looks like, you know, it's equally distributed, then it's okay, but if it looks crazy like this or like this, then
Yeah.
if it looks suspicious.
That's what we're looking at on that. If it looks like you're trying to cheat. Let's see, 50, 55, 60, 65, 72, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 69.
Wait, I get points for that last